Hi everybody, this is Kevin from Texas Yardman and More, and today I wanted to just review just quickly a new pistol that I bought. I bought this pistol for use out of my property for rodent control or just target shooting, things of that nature. It's a Heritage Rough Rider 22 long rifle pistol. It's the old cowboy style. You may see a lot of different reviews out on the internet regarding this, but I just kind of wanted to make one for my own channel. I got the shorter barrel, the 4.75 inch barrel, and it is the 6-shot, and it comes with the Cocobolo wood color, and it's just a basic cowboy gun. Looks a lot like the Colt, and there are Rugers out there that look very similar, but this was affordable. It was a good price, and checked out some of the other reviews out there, and you can't beat the price for this little pistol. So I plan to wear this when I'm out on my property. I've also purchased a holster that I'll show you later on that fits this 22 pistol. So just some of the quick features on this. I'll just kind of go through some of the basic operation. It is a 6-shot. I decided to purchase the additional barrel cylinder, I should say, for the 22 Magnum round, and I did check beforehand with the 6-shot. You can interchange these. Sometimes you can buy this pistol with as a combo set, where it does come with the extra cylinder for the Magnum rounds, and in my case I just bought it separately. This cylinder was about $30, and it's made by Heritage, same manufacturer, so I can interchange these cylinders as needed. The barrel, like I said, is 4.75. The cylinder is for LR, which is long rifle rounds. That's the one that comes with it, and then this was the Magnum. So if you notice in the box, there's a little hole here. When they sell as a combo, they'll put that extra cylinder in here, but mine was just the pistol alone. It comes with a lock, so anytime they sell firearms, they come with locks just to keep them safe. When they're not in use and they're in your home and you have children around, you would want to lock up your firearm to the point where it won't function or fire. So you would take the barrel out and then just put this lock through the frame. One thing I did want to point out is that these handles are interchangeable. You can change these out. They sell them. You can find them on Amazon and other places where you can buy these. It's just a simple screw right here, and I'm going to go ahead and show you that. You just simply take the screw out, and you can see it has a threaded screw, and then this is the wood handle. And this is Cocobolo color. It's real pretty wood, and the other side comes off the same way. And so some of these are plastic. They sell plastic ones. They sell like a real pretty pearl color. They'll sell ones that have the Gadsden flag. They'll sell ones that have the United States flag. They have different types that you can buy, but I just preferred the old traditional wood style color. And you just simply put the screw back in there, make sure it's nice and tight so these aren't loose. You don't want to over torque it, just nice and snug. And that's how easy it is to swap these out. And I'm going to go over some of the functionality. There is the writing on the barrel. It's kind of hard to see. It just basically says that it's a Heritage Rough Rider 22 LR, and you know, nothing fancy. This is your spring ejector to eject the rounds after they're spent, and I'll show you how that works. But here's basic functionality of it. But here's the hammer. It's a single action, so that means you have to pull the hammer back in order to fire. And there are 4 cocking positions. You have number 1, number 2, and the click between 3 and 4 is real, you can barely notice it, but there are 4 clicks. There's 3 and then 4. So you just simply pull the trigger and let the hammer back. There is a safety on this gun. Some people say they don't like it, but I'm kind of glad it has it. So you just simply flip that back and you'll see a red dot. That means that it's in the live position. So if you pulled this hammer back and there's a round in the cylinder and you pulled the trigger, it'll fire. You'll see a little pin right here. When the hammer hits that pin, it's gonna contact the cartridge and it'll fire. I'm going to go ahead and put the safety back on, and I'm going to release the hammer back. It does not go all the way forward with the safety when the safety's on. That's the safety mechanism. There's a little kind of like a rudder, and as you adjust the safety, it rotates that rudder, and then it prevents this hammer from going all the way forward and hitting the pin. So right now it's set to go all the way forward because I have the safety off. You can see the red dot. And so I'm going to cock the hammer back, put the safety on. Now I'm going to release the hammer forward. And so it's not going all the way. It won't hit that pin. So it's a safety feature for this gun. I personally kind of like it. So I'm glad it's there. You know, anytime you're showing somebody this firearm and they're going to shoot it, just go over the basics, make sure they understand, and it's a real fun gun. I haven't shot it yet, looking forward to it, but you know, I just like to plink and shoot cans and targets and stuff like that. And 22 ammunition is not that much more in cost. I mean, you can get a box of 50. I think I paid less than $10 for this. So these are LR rounds. They're hollow point, made by Aguila, and it's 50 in this box. And there's all different kinds of rounds you can buy, and we'll talk about that. I've got some shot shells for 22 LR. There's 20 cartridges. Here, I'll open it. So you have 20 cartridges in here. I bought this for snakes or just rodent control. You know, you'd have to be pretty close to whatever it is that you're shooting, but basically this round has BBs inside the tip. Trying to get one of these out. So here's a 22 cartridge, and then you can see the tip has like a plastic cap over this, and there's little BBs in there. And when you fire this round, those BBs come out kind of like a shotgun would, and those rounds will disperse and you know, hit your target, whether it be a rat or a snake or whatever it is that you're trying to put in. I guess dispatch is the word. So I bought some of these. These are going to be handy. I live in Texas, and we do have rattlesnakes and so forth here. I live in central Texas, but they're all over the state. And I have yet to see one out of my property, but I know that they're there. I've just been fortunate enough not to run into one, but it would be good to have a snake load in my new pistol. So when I'm walking around my property, I'll be carrying this as a sidearm. And that's kind of the reason why I bought it, was just for personal protection, for plinking, and rodent control. And then, of course, with the barrel, you can have a Magnum round. So you have to swap these barrels out, and I'll show you how that's done here shortly. But you have to make sure that you use the right cartridge for the right cylinder. Otherwise, you're going to end up having problems. The gun's not going to work like it's designed, and it could be unsafe, so more than likely. So going back to the cocking positions, in order to load this and as well as take this cylinder out, you have to cock the hammer back to the second position. So you just listen for it. 1, 2, and then what you want to make sure is you can flip open this. This is where you would put your cartridges in to load it. It's also, you need to open this in order to take the cylinder out. So I've got to go ahead and flip that open, and then on the side here you have a spring-loaded pin or a mechanism here that you have to depress. And then there is a dowel that you pull out, and then now your cylinder will come out. So you just simply push it out the side of the firearm here, and you got to make sure everything is there. I took the safety off. So the cylinder comes out like that, and when it comes from the manufacturer, they put these little I don't know, they're like a little spacer or plastic grommet. Just simply take that off, and underneath that it reveals the cylinder holes. So you got 6 holes, 6 shot. On one side it has these teeth, and that's the side that goes back to where the hammer's at. And then this is the front side where that dowel goes into. So that's what holds the cylinder into the gun frame. So this is the long rifle, and the way that you'll know that is the Magnum cylinder does not have these notched grooves here. There's 6 of them on this cylinder, and you'll know that you have the right barrel when you don't see that. So this also comes with the plastic spacer. And actually this one has a little bit of rust in there, so it's probably been sitting on the shelf a while. I'll put some gun oil on there and clean that up, but you can tell that this cylinder looks different. It doesn't have the notches like the other one. So this one has the notches, that's the LR, and then the one that's the Magnum doesn't have those. So that's how you can tell. So we'll go ahead and put this one in. Flip open the slider here, and the safety is off. We have no rounds in the cylinder. We just go ahead and we slide that in, if it's going to let us. We'll come in from this side. We check the cock position. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, that was the problem. I had shifted this, so it has to be in the second cocking position. So now it goes in there. Then you just simply hold that barrel in position, and then you put the dowel pin in. And you got to kind of line it up, and you got to press this button at the same time. You got to make sure that's positioned right. There we go. Now the dowel is in. It automatically locks because it has a groove on it. And then you can freely spin this barrel. And it will only do that when it's in the second cocking position. And the reason it does that is so you can load it. So if you look, here's the slide cover. And then when you open it, it reveals the cylinders where you put your round in. So then you manually load it with a round till you got them all in there. Then you close this. And then put your safety back on. And then it's in the safe position. So when you get ready to fire, flip the safety back, cock the hammer, and then you're ready to fire. But you got to make sure that you're using the Magnum rounds. You can tell they're longer, they look a little bit different, the tips, and I'm going to show you that. So there's a Magnum round. It's longer. And then I'm going to show you a long rifle round, or LR. And then we'll just hold them up. So you can see the LR round is shorter and the Magnum round is longer, and that has more gunpowder. It's a higher velocity and it has more gunpowder. And then the tip also looks different. It's red tipped on these. So there's the difference. And I believe these are, the regular LR rounds are 1,330 feet per second. And the Magnum round states it's 2,200 feet per second. So you can tell it's a much faster round. The Magnum round is a deadly round. Any round is actually, but even more so deadly. So I'm going to push these all up here because we don't want to accidentally put anything in this gun. So I'm going to go back to the second cocking position, and then we can spin the barrel. Let's say we shot all the rounds and now we need to expel those rounds. You flip the side door open, and then you one by one, there's a spring here, and you got to line this up, and then you have to make sure that the ejector pin lines up with the barrel, the hole in the cylinder there. And then you can see it's going to push the expended round out, and just let it drop to the ground. Or if you got an extra pair of hands with you, they can hold their hand underneath, and you got to do that for each round. And you'll actually hear it click. So you do that for all 6, and then you put your new rounds in, and then you close the side door. Make sure the safety's on. Put the hammer all the way forward, and then when you get ready to shoot, flip the safety off, cock the hammer back, and you're good to go. So, you know, it's a neat little gun. I'm happy that I bought it. It comes with a 1-year warranty from Heritage. From all the things I can see, people seem to like them. And even some other reviews state that they prefer this over the Ruger 22. So, you know, this is the kind of the user manual here that they give you, and you can flip through this. It comes with some other paperwork. They also have kind of like I guess an advertisement where you can order the extra barrel, the Magnum barrel, for $29.99 with free shipping. And you would do that straight from the manufacturer, Heritage. And it has, looks like a couple of different options there. Shipping and handling is covered by them. They take checks and credit cards. And then of course there's the NRA, I guess an advertisement, and there's like something about warning lead and hazardous chemical exposure. And then I bought mine online from Academy. That's Academy Sports and Outdoors, and they actually did my background check. You know, you have to do a background check anytime you purchase a firearm. So, you know, if you're a concealed carry holder or licensed to carry, you would want to give them that, and that helps with the background check. It goes much faster. So they just give you all this paperwork in here. It talks about firearms responsibility, your step-by-step guide to purchasing a firearm, and you know, just some basic paperwork. They give you this nice little folder, and they actually their policy is to walk you to the door after you purchase this, and once you're outside, you just take it home. And really, it's, you know, it's a nice gun. Can't wait to shoot it. It's just fun. It's going to be fun for out of my property, and you know, pretty happy with it. You know, I think all in all, the pistol with the extra cylinder, a grand total of $205.45. And one of the other things I wanted to show you was decided to buy a holster, leather holster, for this 22 pistol. And they have different holsters for different calibers, so you want to make sure you get one for a 22. But I went ahead and purchased the Hilason belt, and it's right hand, and it's a really pretty holster. I purchased it online. I believe it was from Walmart. Walmart, believe it or not, was carrying this. And the bevel work in this leather is just really beautiful. I'm really happy with this. It didn't cost a whole lot. It was like $85 for this holster. And it was made by Hilason. They've been making holsters and saddlery and stuff like that since 1995. So you can go to their website, www.hilason.com, and that's spelled Hilason. But I'm really happy with the quality of their holsters. And they do have the notches across the whole holster here where you can put your rounds in. I've got some already started here. I put some Magnum rounds in there, and I also put some of the LR rounds. And the bevel work, I'm really pleased with it. If anybody you know has ever worked with leather, you know that it's pretty time consuming to do this. I don't know if it's all done by hand or if they have a machine that does it, but it's solid leather, and it's comes with the side holster, and you can tie, it comes with the leather ties, so you can tie it to your leg just like in the cowboy movies. And one thing I would point out on this is you want to make sure that you buy one that is bigger than what your waist is. I'd say buy it at least 2 sizes, so that it, you know, that your belt will completely, I guess, surround your waist, and it'll sit properly on your hips. So I purposely bought mine a little bit bigger, and I'm glad I did, because you know, it fits perfect. So there's what it looks like when it's holstered. And I like the holster. It doesn't stick to the gun. It does a little bit. It does the job just to hold it. But it's not in there super tight, and it fits perfectly. So make sure you buy the holster for the correct caliber of firearm that you have. Once again, that's a Hilason holster. I purchased it online from Walmart. Very happy. And that pretty much sums it up. Like I said, I enjoy this pistol. I'm glad I bought it, and it didn't cost a whole lot of money. And hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please hit like. And if you want to be notified of my next video, just hit the notification bell in the upper right hand corner. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.